Alright, today we're going to continue moving on with writing proofs. We've got 4 problems to get through. So first thing we have here is vertical angle theorem, which is what we already talked about it in the first chapter, that vertical angles are congruent to each other. We can actually abbreviate this with VAT if you don't want to write it out. So first problem is that 1 and 2 are vertical angles. Angle 1 is 4x and angle 2 is 2x plus 22. We want to find out what angle 1 is. So again, my first step is going to be my given statement, which is angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles. And then I'm given that angle 1 is equal to 4x and angle 2 is equal to 2x plus 22. Again, that's what I'm given. With the second step, then again, second thing I want to do is I want to be able to write an equation. So I know vertical angles, and so the equation that I can write is that angle 1 is going to be equal to angle 2. And again, for this I can put vertical angle theorem, or if you want to put VAT. Once I'm there, then I can plug in my values. I can plug in a 4x for 1 and a 2x plus 22 for angle 2. Again, that's a substitution step. With my fourth step, I'm going to subtract the 2x to the other side to get 2x is equal to 22. So again, I use subtraction property. Fifth step is I divide both sides by 2, so I get x is equal to 11, which is division property. And then again, I want to find out what angle 1 is, so once I have that x is equal to 11, I want to plug it in for angle 1. So I go 4 parentheses 11 is equal to angle 1. Again, that's a substitution step. And my last step with my seventh step is I can say that angle 1 is equal to 44. And again, that's a simplify or combine like terms. The second proof, so these are where we get into some it's less writing equations and it's more just having a thought process about what we're doing here. And so with this first problem, we have got 4 angles. We want to prove that angle 2 and 3 are equal to each other. And so we're given that angle 1 and angle 4 are equal, so I know that these 2 angles are equal to each other. And so what I want to do is, with that, I want to prove that angles 2 and 3 are equal to each other. Remember, this is something that we know, and this thing is something we don't know, and we're going to prove that. So our last step of our proof should say what we're trying to prove. It should say angle 2 is equal to angle 3. So again, first thing I'm going to start with my given statement. So angle 1 is equal to angle 4 by my given. And then just by looking at the picture, again, I have to be able to step-by-step prove that because 1 and 4 are equal to each other, 2 and 3 are going to be equal to each other. And there's a couple different ways you can do this, but I think so you can attack it a couple different ways. I think the easiest way, though, is to realize that we have vertical angles and to use that to prove that 2 and 3 are equal to each other. So with my second step, since I see my vertical angles, I can say that angles 1 and 3 are equal to each other and angles 2 and 4 are equal to each other. So angle 1 is equal to angle 3. And then also angle 2 is equal to angle 4. And again, both of those I know by vertical angles theorem. And so the important thing is, again, I want my last step to say that 3 and 2 are the same thing. And so what I have here is I've got 1 in common between these two, and I've got 4 in common between these two. And so what I can do is I can do a little substitution steps saying that 3 is the same thing and 2 is the same thing. So 3 and 1 are interchangeable, so I can plug 3 in for 1. 2 and 4 are interchangeable, so I can plug in 2 for 4. And so with my third step, by substituting in, I can say that angle 3 is equal to angle 2. And I can can prove that by substitution. And again, that's what I wanted to prove, and so that's where my proof ends. Over to the back, again, I've got 2 parts of my given. Got angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary, and angle 2 and angle 3 are supplementary. What I want to prove is that angle 1 and angle 3 are congruent to each other. So the first thing that I want to do is write down my given. Angle 1 and angle 2 are sup. And then also angle 2 and angle 3 are sup by my given. So again, I know 1 and 2 are supplementary, I know 2 and 3 are supplementary, I'm trying to prove that 1 and 3 are the same thing. So I have to do it in a step-by-step manner, being able to prove all of it. I can't just say I know it because they look like they're the same. So one thing that I can use is, if I'm given that they're supplementary, I can use that to maybe write some sort of equation so I can prove it that 1 and 3 are equal to each other. So if 1 and 2 are supplementary, I know angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180. And then I also know that angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180. And I know this because supplementary angles equal 180. Or you could say definition of supplementary angles as well. Once I'm here, what I can kind of realize is, again, I'm trying to get 1 and 3 equal to each other. So I have 180 in common between both of my angles. And so I can say, I can plug this in to my 180, because since it's equal to 180, I can replace angle 2 plus angle 3 anywhere I see 180. So I can say that angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. Again, I plug something in, so that's substitution. And then, again, I want to prove that 1 and 3 are equal to each other. So when I'm done, I just want to have this on the left-hand side and this on the right-hand side. So what I have here is I have that angle 2 is on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So if I were to subtract an angle 2 over to the other side, angle 2 minus angle 2 is equal to nothing. Angle 2 minus angle 2 is equal to nothing. And so with my fourth step here, getting rid of the 2's on each side, I get angle 1 is equal to angle 3. And I did that by doing a subtraction property. And then the very last one, so I have angle FEB is equal to 60, and then CEF is 90. And so I want to prove that this angle right here, AEC, I want to prove that it's equal to 30 degrees. And so again, I have to be able to some way, step-by-step, prove that that AEC is equal to 30 degrees. So again, with my first step, I'm going to go ahead and write my givens. So angle FEB is equal to 60, and angle CEF is equal to 90. Again, that's what I'm given. I'm going to rewrite this so I have more room, or else I'm going to run out. angle CEF is equal to 90. And so the one thing that I know is, looking here at my picture, is that this entire angle right here has to add up to 180 degrees because angle CED is a straight line. So what I know is I can add all those things together and it's going to equal 180 because all three of those will add up to that straight angle. So I know that angle CEF plus angle FEB plus angle BED is going to be equal to angle CED. That's just saying that the parts are equal to the whole. Adding up each of these angles is going to be equal to the whole thing. So this is going to be angle addition postulate. So once I have that, then I can go ahead and plug in the values that I know. So angle CEF is 90, angle FEB is 60. Don't know what angle BED is yet. That's equal to angle CED, which we know is a straight angle, which is 180 degrees. Again, that's just a substitution step. So once I'm here, again, I can subtract the 90 and the 60 over to the other side to get the angle BED is equal to 30 degrees. And maybe I should have clarified this. The reason why I want to figure out what angle BED is because if you see angle BED and angle AEC, they're vertical angles, so I know they have to be equal to each other. So the reason why I'm trying to figure out what angle BED is so that I can use vertical angles theorem to say that AEC is also equal to 30. So BED is equal to 30. So with my fifth step, again, I've got to kind of, I can't just say immediately AEC is equal to 30 by vertical angles. What I want to be able to say is that angle AEC is equal to angle BED. Again, I want to be able to, oops, the fourth step was a subtraction step. And so with my fifth step, again, that's using vertical angle theorem. And since I have bed in common between these, I can grab that 30 and plug it in. So with my last step, I can say angle AEC is also equal to 30 degrees. And again, that's a little substitution step.